Okay, we got a game against Magubin. Let's go, Magubin. I wish myself good luck. I wish Magubin very bad luck this game. Okay, we got him. Move 2. They always get stumped when they see E3. Or they copy me. Look at this guy. Look at Magubin go. Should I go ape shit crazy on him? That's the thing. Should I just push all my pawns? Let's do something ridiculous. Don't try this at home, kids. Just keep the pawn storm going. Confuse him a little. Confuse myself. If he pushes 2, we go 1. If he pushes 1, we can always go 1. Now his knight can't come here. Regular development, chuck it in here. Forces bishop back. Okay, he defends that. If I pin it and he just protects it, and I trade, jump, he takes with the pawn, I jump in here, he goes back, I go queen f3, he defends this pawn. Can I push? There's also this, and when he takes, I take. And when I push this, he just ignores it though. Let's go for this one. Something like this. Actually, I could go here next if he doesn't go queen b6. And if he does go queen b6, I can go a4, but then a6. Then takes here. Back. Then here, then his queen kind of has to maybe go back. If he doesn't put his queen here hitting my bishop, then I could just go here because this is pin. I want to take this guy, mess up his pawn structure. That's the whole point of this pawn storm thing. Make this bishop feel weird. This is still a good move. I can always follow up with f4 if I wanted, but also this hangs this pawn with mate threat. Not sure if it's good, but might have to take it anyway. He could like just go forward maybe. But he's kind of clogged, right? Hard for him to develop. And now this might be a free pawn. If I went here, might have been a free pawn last move actually. But I'm not in a rush to take that pawn. Could take this pawn. And plant my queen in the center. I could take this pawn and back it up with b4. I could also attack a third time, and then if he defends with the rook, we take. At the end of the line I get this pawn, and if he defends with the queen, then nothing happens. So take, queen c7. Queen in the middle. I'm gonna take his pawn. And he can attack with the bishop, because then he has to move the knight. And he can't move the knight because this is hit twice. So he has to spend a move defending the knight again if he wants to move this guy. Which gives me time to do this or this. making dark square weaknesses. I also don't have to. No, this guy's hanging, so I do have to trade, kind of. If I take this way, he'll take this way. If I take this way, he'll still take this way. And I'll have to double take. And then this guy's loose. B4, A5. Could take this way. And I'll go here. Whoops. Okay, he took. Now this guy's hanging. I don't want to lose it. So let's get rid of his dark square knight. Now this is the best way. This way. He has no e5. F6. This weakens the long diagonal. That gives him g6. This looks the strongest. I need to get my dark square bishop and knight out. Maybe he'll do something like this, hitting it twice, then I'll go b4, hitting the queen. My light squares are really vulnerable. But I'm up a nice pawn. He plays f6, which weakens his own light squares a little. He's also threatening to maybe push one square. Also threatening to take. So f4 seems like the normal response. Even if he pushes, nothing else works. Also gives my king a nice f2 square to go to. If I can maintain control, maybe I could just slowly outmaneuver him. And if I could replace this queen with a knight, so like if I go queen here, thing is this pawn's still hanging, although it wouldn't be hanging in that line because of here. So actually queen a4 is a move that stops queen a5 as well. Queen a4 hits this, he has to address it, so something like queen c7. Then I can put my knight here, although that takes 3 turns. So after this, my pawn's hanging. I'd have to address it with b4. If I go b4 first, my queen doesn't have a4, so I gotta watch out for move orders. But I think I need to first get this knight here, and then here or here. So it's one move away from here. Because if I have a knight here and a queen here, that's double pressure here since he did this. And although I have lots of light squares for cheese, I don't think he can do anything with it. Whereas these are pretty bad weaknesses. So that's what happens when you bring the bishop out as your first piece. I got a lot of free tempi to gain a lot of space. Still complicated, but still. Okay, 92. I don't really see a benefit to knight a3 unless I wanted to play. No, even then I don't see a benefit, so. This pawn on a5 might be nice too. That's a lot of moves. Queen e7. Ah, he double hits it this way. I didn't consider that. Now if I want to defend it, I have to go b4, which means I can't go queen a4. Because he just takes, so... He's also supporting this one more time. So if he pushes, and I take, and he takes... Man, I would want to go queen a4 there, but I have to go b4. Unless I take first, and then he takes. Does that change anything? He's still threatening it. The g file's open, which I don't think benefits me right now. I can't stop e5, so I kind of have to go b4 here, right? e5, I won't take. I'll go like king f2. But I want to keep this pawn and this weakness. If I could trade the queens, I could basically, well, if he takes control of e5, I don't have this square for my knight, which I really wanted. But he might be coaxed into moving further, although I doubt it. So I could take, and after take, well, I have to take, because if I move my queen and he takes, I can't recapture because I'm pinned. So I should take, and then after he takes, this guy's not challenged anymore, which is nice. And then if I back up somewhere, the F file's open, but he's not crushing me on it or anything. And if I get here on the light squares, I'll have access to these two. Unless he wants the queen trade right now. Takes. Probably just castle. Bishop somewhere. Knight out. No, I'll definitely go for that. More importantly, I'm hoping he's going to blunder in the 5-minute range. I can get my knight in the game and one rook, I should have enough development. But I'm pretty sure he'll take with the pawn. Oh my god. Doesn't this just like lose? I get to castle for free because it hits the bishop. If he wants to save time, he should take the knight if he wants to not give me another turn. Because I'm about to move the knight. And if that knight ever gets a good outpost, it's going to be so much stronger. I don't really see any good outposts. I mean, this would be nice, but... yeah, I was just thinking that actually. So here, fianchetto. Here, bishop, oops, here, fianchetto. I mean, I fianchetto. What if I fianchetto, he fianchettos? He can never push this though, because I got my knight in here. But I want to push this at some point anyway. So fianchettoing might make sense for me. That, this. I could apply pressure. He can't push because that loses the game. But do I even need to bother with the bishop? Or just here, here. Here. And then that's it. Then I could do what I want with my other pieces. C4. I don't ever want to play that while all this is here. Unless I have my knight here. I was thinking C4 because if he takes, I can kick the bishop. I guess he could push bishop, knight, takes. That's good for me probably. But if he goes here and I go here, then he goes here, my rook's hit. My rook's lost actually. This puts pressure here, but this gives access to this. Oh, that can't be right. That can't be right. That's the worst move all game. Okay, now I'll pleasantly go here. Thank you for this. Yeah, no, this was a bad idea from him. Very happy to see e4. I mean, he's just gonna take it. Then it's opposite color bishops, but I don't have to put it there. I could go here. Or here. I feel like here isn't the worst plan. We're putting in the center. He's just gonna take it. And then I would take back, well, this gives him a pass pawn, but gives me this. And taking this way. Well, I can always go this way, actually. But do I want to give up my knight? I mean, he can just go here. It's not the biggest deal, right? Let's do it. And after takes, he'll go a5. Then I go bishop d2. And rook b1. Because this. So a5, bishop d2. King up. Okay, he slides his rook over. So here, a5 takes, infiltrate, block. Here. Let's just go bishop d2, connect our rooks. Also set up this idea. He's never going to move his bishop unless he controls the f-file. So I could play on the queen side with my rooks. Plant my bishop here and here to decide what I want to do. And then prepare a b5 break somehow, so like eventually maybe sack a pawn, get in to win. Well, I can't win this one even. I gotta win the c6 pawn. Yeah. Maybe I gave away my advantage with that knight. He does go to the f-file. Not convinced. If he ever plays a5, I just take it. Even if he can infiltrate. If I go here and he plays a5, a4. Let's go a4. I don't see a reason to like. I want to get my bishop here, but then that hangs this pawn, which means I would need a rook on b1, which means if he moves this and trades a rook, now a5 is a thing because this rook is not protected by another rook. So it's like, those are all plans for him. Let me go a4, prepare my own plans. So now I can go here and let his rook come here, which doesn't necessarily do anything. Takes, takes. Takes, check. I can infiltrate, but there's nothing after that. There's this. Takes, takes, takes. Well, it does allow me to do this. I guess I really need to double on this file. So... But I do want this bishop on the open diagonal, probably. It also blocks this if I need. If this was a light square bishop, boom. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I should have moved the other rook to b1, so this was still here. But whatever. Push, takes, takes, takes. Check. If he goes down, I can win this pawn. If he goes up, I could still get behind. Let's go aggressive. A good player would go aggressive. What's up, Terry Thomas? Man, Monkey Man, say hi. What up, Monkey Man? This ought to confuse him while he has a minute on his clock. He wins a pawn, so... Rook f3 is kind of a noob move right now, probably. If he does that, do I take? Oh, I take here with check. Otherwise, you like pushing is nice, but what is this? Now there's a rook check here, which I gotta watch out for. There's also check, and after here. Oh, I see. My rook can never get to f1. I could also protect past. If I take here, he takes with the bishop. If I take here, check. He takes with the king. I take, he takes. Now I have no open files. And if I close it, do I have winning chances? I guess I would have to put my rooks here. And then infiltrate here. Because this just lets him infiltrate for no reason. If I don't take, well now... This. Now I don't have the same thing. So I feel like pushing. I might close the game I'm about. In any king and pawn endgame I win, so. Now whoever doubles on the F file. He blockades with the rook. Whatever. If I put a rook here. Okay, he moves his bishop. But now I can go like here, and he's off the diagonal. He's putting his bishop in the wrong place. Let's just move my king up. If I move my bishop here and he moves his rook here, hitting the pawn, I do have this move. Whoa, excuse me. Okay, he hits the pawn first. That's not good. He's creating a bind. He's gonna double though. This is not good. Here. I want to trade rooks. Now he wants to double. So here, here, takes, check, over, this in here, rook back. I don't have this. I don't have another plan. Oh shoot. Oh no. Yeah, he wins a full rook, right? Ryan, you brought me the curse. I was winning till you showed up. No. Now I'm just gonna make random moves. Curse of the Ryan. I'll just resign. Now watch me lose my winning advantage in the graph. Okay, not a winning advantage. 1.28 was the highest. I knew this was crazy, but I said that when I made it. You could just do the normal moves, probably. A mistake? How's it the same as a miss? Oh, free pawn. What an interesting way of playing. Black is better here? So because of the f6e5 idea, they say black is better. Okay, then I take it all back. I was never better, it was always losing or equal. What? So I can't go here. This, he doubles. Oh no, this is hanging. So then I don't really have any legal moves. What? A5 is good. So just anything that's not a real move. Like moving this back and forth. Yeah, it's still even. So I don't have any actual moves. Oh wait, you can go here first maybe? In this line? No, but this is hanging. So what's the move that they want? They want to just go here? I guess if he takes this pawn, then you have access, so he doesn't have time. He can go back. You can't take with your king because you get forked. I can't. Oh, black was better the entire time. That's crazy. Alright, we lose one. Go again.